that girl. No, not just any girl, but that girl. Now, there's been all too many videos on both TikTok and YouTube about that girl. Healthy eating, academic productivity, exercise and gym time, journaling, 5 a.m. morning routines, all in the name of self-improvement and living your best possible life. So, for a week, I wanted to try stepping into that girl's shoes. Day 1. That girl is so fit. Yes. Do I refer to them as those girls because singular is that girl, so does that mean that plurals are those girls? Oh, that girl is a fitness queen. She only eats what is most stereotypically thought of as healthy, so I tried some leftover pancake batter and added some extra oats and milk, baking this concoction and topping it with some strawberries, blueberry yogurt and peanut butter. That girl drinks green smoothies that I've never tried nor think I will like, so here's me drinking my new favourite matcha latte while watching a chemistry lecture and being a hardworking student instead. She's focused, determined, a workout junkie, and an inspiring exercise addict in the quote-unquote best way possible. But unfortunately, 90% of the time I hate working out and only find a massive amount of joy in dance or anything related to it. So I'm making up for this with clips of my weekly Zoom training, pushing my way through PT and conditioning so that I can become a stronger and better dancer. Fitness is something that I barely touch on, but I have immense respect for people who have a passion for it and enjoy the grueling pain of pushing their bodies to become fitter and stronger. But I think it is also important to focus on the contentment you gain or the enjoyability of the process. For today's lunch, I had some popiah, which is almost like a Chinese wrap. It just contains like fried radishes, vegetables, peanuts, fried crispy bits that I'm not too sure what they are, but they taste really good. I added some prawn with mine and also a paste of sambal. I'm just gonna have this with a bit of Korean chili. While I think the most common perception of peak fitness is seen from a that girl going to the gym daily, doing half-hour YouTube workouts, or going for long runs, they're not for everybody. I find pleasure, satisfaction and fulfillment in the art of motion, in dance classes where I can just let go and move however I want to. I just got an apple from outside, so I'm just gonna have this and then I'll probably have another snack before dinner. It's 5 and I'm gonna edit for the rest of the evening. On a random side note though, why do I feel like no one eats their apples like this anymore? Like, I mean, apple slices or apple cubes as toppings are cool, but come on. We gotta give the Snow White bite more love here. So yes, fitness is great to become stronger, to grow in physical endurance and mental tenacity, but I don't think it should be the only reason you're exercising. It's important to find physical activity that makes you feel really happy, and if it doesn't fit the conventional notion of fitness, that's still just as awesome. And chocolate. We have bread with the rest of the blueberry yogurt from this morning, a plum, and I topped the bread with banana. Day 2. That girl has her life all together. According to this article, that girl gets up early, makes her bed, works out, eats a bowl full of fruit, all before you've even woken up. She fills out gratitude journals, reads every day, and studies hard. She's essentially a walking Pinterest board. Good morning. So yeah, I guess that girl has a life all together. She's incredibly productive, she takes really aesthetically pleasing shots of her breakfast and the rest of the day and posts them on her Instagram stories. She studies hard and does her math homework days before it's due. That girl's life is pretty much what you aspire towards when you're trying to glow up.
lightning-stricken cactus and it starts to rain.
But again, there's that difference between the life on Instagram and reality.
Nature's brew of all kinds of things. The mountain sunk hills, sky color schemes.
My dad made his childhood favorite fried butter chicken, and I have that with some leftover shredded chicken, and we have a little bit more salad than usual because that's what the video is about, right? That girl doesn't post every aspect of her life on social media, and what we see could be heavily filtered, not to mention warped by our own perceptions. Update, I just finished the video and I'm so happy, but I'm really hungry, so I came back with some cheese, which I'm gonna have with the Japanese crackers. What we infer from just a couple photos or 15-second videos of popular influencers most likely does not exactly correspond to their day-to-day reality. But even in the case that that girl really lives that way, it probably is not the most sustainable lifestyle for every single viewer out there. Not everyone lives the that girl lifestyle and finds the same joy in it. Yeah, avocado. With different environments, backgrounds, living conditions, we all live in different ways, and the lifestyle that makes us most blissful would differ from person to person. It's almost 10 PM. I just finished prepping the video that I'm gonna be posting tonight, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna take a break because I pretty much spent the entire day focusing on that video. Zero. So maybe it's time to ask, would living her life make me happy? Day 3. That girl can do everything. That girl always seems to be able to do everything or has everything you could possibly ask for in the ideal life.
Holding on to things that are changing me, thinking I knew it all, but now I see you showed me all that I could be.
She posts beautiful stories of a Pinterest-esque life, which I try my best to replicate. She has a perfect sleep schedule and an insane motivation to be productive. She fits societal standards of beauty. She can cook healthy yet tasty recipes. She scores well in her exams and aces in fitness and sports. She's invincible, a powerhouse with a busy schedule but also a healthy work-life balance. Mom's fish soup for lunch, and she said that I put too much bihun, so there's not enough space for me to taste the soup, but I think I'm still quite alright. I just finished my lunch and I realized that I actually missed out one dish from the pan, so I'm gonna have lunch part 2. Some of my mom's pan-fried fish and also some kimchi.
I don't need to think about it. There's nothing in this world that we can't do. Flowers even mad about it, 'cause they can't bloom like you don't. I don't see a way around it, 'cause everything is led me straight to you.
Also have the rest of the crackers, and I'm gonna have that with this onion and chive cheese dip.
I've been thinking it ain't right if you and me only see us in our dreams. I'm outside, been thinking about you all night. Been thinking
And somehow she still has the time to work out. Still can't believe I'm actually doing this, but I'm feeling it, so here we go. So here I am, so sick of my math homework that I was itching to move. Oh, it's a jump. Oops. And ended up doing a 10-minute Pamela Reeve workout. If I were to do any workout, I really only do hers, which made me feel sweaty but so good. How are you doing, friends? That felt really good. I'm really happy that I stopped doing math for that because I really wasn't focusing.
I've been so patient, like winter waiting for June. I'm done and waiting for you.
For dinner, we made our own versions of pizzas. Let's make some pizza! With wraps, tomato pasta sauce, and stuff like peppers, onions, prawns, cheese, and cilantro.
Only see us in our dreams. I'm outside. Be thinking that you're all now.
We had that with side salads to make an attempt to finish our dying lettuce. And here's me eating my dad's salad and also eating pretty much all of his prawns, which he didn't eat, but I didn't film that. And that girl, with her million talents and packed schedule, somehow still has a social life.
It sounds very good.
She has friends, maybe a partner that is as attractive as her. And well, this ideal of being insanely multi-talented and excelling in every facet of your life is as realistic as my drawing of the sea. This night on a call with my friends, I found out that the jacket zipper I tried to draw looked like a volcano.
So much effort.
And while this might be a bad example of lacking a particular expertise, it is a basic comparison to reality. I agree that it's great to strive to excel in what you are passionate in, but if we shine in some things and are alright or even not that great in others, that does not deserve self-blame or self-hate.
Good night. There's something in my eye. Good morning.
Day 4. Is that girl even real? Well, no. At least, not in this case. Because for the first time on this channel, I lied. On day 1, I said that I was having my breakfast and drinking my matcha while studying some chemistry. But well, I really was just watching Grey's Anatomy. On day 2, I said that I woke up at 7 AM and started my morning bright and early. I actually woke up at 9:30 AM and have been waking up pretty late throughout the week. On day 3, I made a couple of IG stories on my desk and dolled them up with some text. I never really posted them. Well, I never actually posted any of the stories I made, because that's not what I really like to post anyway. But let's get back to day 4, where I had pretty much the same breakfast as the day before because I felt like it and ate it while watching more Grey's. I might have not had the biggest appetite the day before, but boy was I hungry this day, so I had a pack of umbrella cookies dipped in hummus. Oh, thank you. More of my mom's fish soup with leftover bee hoon. Followed that with a chocolate Swiss roll and some yogurt, and you'll see that I followed that with a plum, a brown Japanese rice cracker, and a grape jelly.
It's like an hour after lunch. I'm supposed to be studying, but I'm having a Swiss roll instead. I'm probably gonna watch some Netflix. Did I tell you that I'm currently obsessed with Grey's Anatomy?
And this is how most of my days really look like. Some days I feel motivated and eager to move and sweat it out and get a ton of things done. And other days I don't want to do anything except scroll through YouTube and TikTok for hours while lying on my bed. No day is the same because every day is filled with different responsibilities, different deadlines, different priorities, and simply, frankly, different feelings. But most of the time my day is filled with Netflix, loads of snacks, and a sprinkle of studying, homework, and editing if I feel like it. That, except for days where I edit for 6 hours straight because I want to get the video out by that same night. That's coming tomorrow. We can't let a social media app define the best way that we should be living, create an inflexible mold that many of us can't fit down to the smallest detail.
It's 11 PM and I found out that there is still one more of these rice paper rolls that no one has eaten yet, so I guess I'm eating it. This is a really weird combination. I actually have some cottage cheese, frozen blueberries, and honey here. I really don't know what was going through my head when I was making this snack, but it actually tastes really good, so...
But yeah, I agree that we all can reach self-fulfillment, but the way in which we reach that is very much different for all of us. And maybe, just maybe, the best people we can possibly be is who we already are.
I am literally going to sleep like this with like 5 patches on my face if you can't see, because I'm breaking out really bad.
Day 5. I don't want to be that girl. I want to be this girl. I think there's a reason why that girl isn't called the working out at 5 AM drinking green smoothies with face masks on girl, but instead that girl, so mysterious, ambiguous, like some enigma that needs to be cracked and uncoded. But perhaps it's cause it's actually rather simple. I like to think it's cause there's no real definition of that girl. In fact, every girl is their own definition of that girl. A beautiful, raw, and unparalleled definition that beats no other, that cannot be compared to any other. And this version probably isn't that girl, but this girl. So here's day 5 me. Free. Free to be the person I am, the person I feel most comfortable and contented being, free to live the way I want to do the things I like, to learn the things I'm curious about, to eat the foods I want, to create the videos and things I'm passionate about, free to spontaneously make the decision to spend the afternoon making brownies with absolutely no recipe, hoping that it'll turn out somewhat decent.
I'm really excited even though there are chunks of flour and baking powder that I didn't manage to mix in properly.
Which later turned into little matcha and chocolate brownie cake swirly bite things, which I found deliciously confusing.
I'm just taking out the pieces that I can take out, and I'm just eating everything else that's left on the pan. So that's like a good 30% of every piece. So I recently got this pair of expensive earphones. They're not like really expensive, but I mean they're expensive to me. I think I'm more excited about the fact that I paid for this by myself than anything. So, I'm gonna play around with these and then I'll try and find the motivation to get back on editing.
And well, this girl here you're watching can wake up early to train, eat nourishing foods with her favourite fruit and vegetables,
Japanese delivery!
study hard and get the grades she wants, plan her day and be productive.
Trying to rush out a video, but I got this large sweet potato which my dad bought.
But this girl can binge watch 2 shows simultaneously on Netflix instead of studying. This girl can have McDonald's for breakfast and eat off the brownie bites she made. This girl can take online dance classes and do fun forms of activity not because she wants to get abs but because she loves it. And this girl can have a 2-step skincare routine consisting of looking in the mirror and walking away.
What a way to end the week!
And that's why this girl is grateful, this girl is fulfilled, and this girl is happy. And isn't that what really matters?